Welcome back to Budget Beauty. This is Budget Beauty's weekly main series where I take makeup and I do a full face look from start to finish, and I chit chat with y'all while I do it. I am Lindsay Beatty. I am the creative force and the face behind Budget Beauty. And this week, I'm doing a little something with some new products because I'm excited because I got new makeup, and I want to do a little something with a new bunch of stuff. So I was like, yay, we'll do something interesting. We're going to do something interesting here. So I've gathered everything together and we're going to do. So the color theme this week, I was like, I'm going to get this new makeup and it is yellow. So I'm going to do something with yellow. Now, I did makeup yesterday, and I got glitter everywhere. I keep seeing it, like if I turn my head a certain way, and I swore I've wiped all this off and gotten it off, and then I'll see like a little piece of glitter, and I'm like, that's why I don't wear glitter makeup. So, yeah, I'm still trying to get rid of the glitter. So let's get started on the look today. So, to get started, I think I might use that primer. But to get started on the eyes, let me see what I did with my primer. It's right there. My eyeshadow primer. I have really been liking this Sephora. This is the Sephora Boost and Lock 12-Hour Wear Eye Primer. And so, I'm going to use this to do my eyeshadow primer to set her up. Been really liking this. It's a good primer. So yeah, I've been using it a lot. It's pretty good. So I have we went and bought some things yesterday. And it was just stuff I was wanting. Makeup wise, I bought some stuff. I went to Ulta, tried to go to Bath and Body Works, and we did not go to Bath and Body Works. And because when I got there was no place to park. And I said, if I'm the tiniest bit inconvenienced and I gotta drive around, I'm not. Let me drive around this parking lot 3 times. If I drive around this parking lot 3 times and I can't get no space, I'm not going. Then that means I don't need to go. Because I'm highly inconvenienced and aggravated. So I will just go somewhere else. So I did. I drove around that parking lot 3 times. And I'm talking about the one that's over by, here in Columbia, they have one that's in this parking plaza with Publix. And I love Publix, I do, but Publix kind of high, and so I don't go in that Publix often, but there used to be a Books A Million over there, and back in the day when a husband and I first started dating, and he was just the gentleman friend, we used to go in that Books A Million. And we went in that Books A Million, and we were walking around. It was after we'd had, matter of fact, I remember exactly when it was. What we were doing, I don't remember the exact date, but it was right before we started dating, and I mean like officially dating. We went to go see Man with the Iron Fist. We had dinner beforehand. We went and had Chinese at a now defunct Chinese restaurant that I used to absolutely adore. And trying to think. Yeah, we went to see Man with the Iron Fist because I was like, we should go see this when I come to visit. So this was like 2012. This was after my mom found out she was sick and I was coming home every month to visit. And so, because she found out she was sick at the beginning of 2012. And so, by the end of 2012, I was coming to visit all the time. So that was probably like October, November, maybe. And so, because it was cool, and I remember wearing my boots. I had some lace-up motorcycle boots and black lace-up and zip-up motorcycle boots. and a beret, and that y'all have seen me wear during the weekly episodes. And I still have it. And what else did I wear? And I had on like a black sweater dress and some tights and whatever. But I remember going to dinner with him and it being a little chilly, so I wore that. And then trying to think, what else did we do? We went to the Books a Million after the movie, and loved the movie. The movie was actually pretty decent. I liked it. It was all right. It was all right. And then I was really just excited to spend time with him, and so I wanted an excuse to spend time with him. So we and then we went to the Books a Million right before they closed, and I was like, we fixing to be one of them people who come in here right before they close. Like, bro, no. But he was like, I want to go to Books a Million. So I was like, So we went, and I remember the reason why this is memorable is because we went, and I held his hand for the first time. So there's that. So yes, that was why I remember that. And then like I said, I had been like October, November-ish. We didn't start dating until, buddy. We didn't start dating until April of the next year. So it was like, yeah, there was some time between when we went we went on this date and when we actually started dating. And I mean like official, we are a couple type of dating. Before it was just preliminary. We're spending time together and we like spending time together, and probably would be very upset if we went out with someone else. But I can't rightfully say, no, you can't go out with somebody else because I'm not your girlfriend. We're not official. So I couldn't be mad if he decided he wanted to spend time with another girl. Like I couldn't be mad about that. Now it would be definitely would be a problem. I don't even know if we've ever seen that movie again. I remember going to the movies to see it and getting a wallpaper for it for my phone. And then I don't know if we saw it again after that. I don't know. I don't remember. I might actually have it on DVD. Maybe. I know I got the soundtrack somewhere, because interested in that sort of thing. So, all right. Anyway, as I'm talking, let's put on some face primer. So for the face primer, we're going to use the Chic Glam Pour No More primer. I really like this. It's pretty good. Yeah, I seem to recall, it being, I don't know if I've ever seen it again. I think I bought it on DVD. It's probably in my living room somewhere, and I just don't know. I just don't know. He'd know if we bought it or not once we moved in together. So yeah, probably about that was 2012. 3 years after that, like I say, it took us a couple of months to start dating, and then 3 years after that, we moved in together, and then we got engaged. So it wasn't, I mean, it wasn't a short amount of time. People think that, oh, you jumped right into another. No, I didn't. I really didn't. I purposefully, drug this out. I won't say I strung it out, but I drug it out because I was like, absolutely not. No, we're going to do this right. Because impulsive decision led to bad decisions being made. And given that there's a whole lot of potential undiagnosed ADHD going on there, we are prone to making impulsive decisions, impulsive, rash decisions we probably shouldn't make. And so the older I've gotten, the less likely I am to do that. which is, I guess, a helpful thing with being older and knowing that it's probable ADHD. Um, I'm less prone to doing that because now as an adult, I stop and I think ahead. I'm most likely long-term planning. If people see me and they're like, what's she thinking about? Probably some long-term plan that involves some well thought out decisions being made so that we don't make dumb, rash decisions again, such as marrying a dude we only knew for 2 months. She can be taught. As the genie would say in Aladdin, she can be taught. All right. To cut the crease, because I'm going to cut my crease because my eyes are dry and they are ready for work. So, to cut my crease and get this yellow going, I opened this up. This is brand new. I've not used it. This is the NYX Epic Wear eyeliner stick. This is in the shade EWL 517 Cosmic. Oh, I'm sorry, that's not a 5, that's a S. EWLS 17 Cosmic Yellow. Oh, okay. I have another one of these that I bought and it is very nice. I just hadn't opened up this yellow yet. But this is nice. Goes on nicely. There's some of that glitter. But yeah, this goes on pretty nice. And that's a nice application for this stick. This eyeliner stick. Some more of that glitter. Now this is glitter I just added to because the rag that I used yesterday when I was wiping my hands off more than likely has glitter on it. But yeah, you see that? That's a nice little application. I like that. That is very nice. Alright, so now let's talk about this here Shadowstix. So this is the Colourpop Shadowstix. This is the Pokemon, the new Pokemon cross Colourpop Shadowstix. This is the Jolteon. And as I said in our beauty haul, your girl was a Pokemon enthusiast back in the day because I was 16 when the original game came out. And so when the original games came out in America, not Japan, because they came out in 1996 in Japan, and I was 15 when those came out. I've never played the Japanese version because it's a lot of text reading, and your girl can't read Japanese. So I just waited till it came to America. Well, then when it came to America, they changed it from red and green to red and blue. And so I bought red, Pokemon Red, and I had Squirtle. And I raised my little Squirtle all the way to a level 72 Blastoise. My man was a bad dude, okay? He hit you with Surf, because I taught him Surf from the Hidden Machines. Surf, Hydro Pump, Water Gun. My man was a killing machine with water. So, yeah, I detailed my team previously, but I had Blastoise, Golem, Pidgeot, Alakazam, who I then swapped out for Mewtwo when I caught Mewtwo with the Master Ball. I had Zapdos, and so yes, I had 2 birds on my team, but I needed a lightning bird, so I needed something lightning, and I didn't have Jolteon. I had, I think I had Vaporeon, I think. Or I just kept my Eevee and I didn't evolve it. That's entirely possible. But I did eventually get all 150, so there's that. Alright, so I'm applying this. This is a duochrome, and it is aptly named Jolteon Duochrome. Jolteon Duochrome appears to be a very, very light color. duochrome. And he also does not want to cover up this little section here either. So it's very sheer white yellow. Huh. Okay. Jolteon's going on, but Jolteon's also messing with this underneath. And that may not be a good thing. Jolteon is a very light color here. Now when I shift, it is a gold white. He is not yellow, which is what I was afraid of. So we're going to have to do a little something to do some yellow here. That is what I was afraid of, was that this was going to be more whitish gold than yellow gold. I was hoping this would be more yellow, and it is not. So, knowing that, I mean, it's not terrible, but it also does not like this stuff I got on underneath. It don't like this Sephora stuff underneath. So yeah, that's more white gold than anything else. So we're gonna help him. Let's help Jolteon a little bit. Let's find a yellow. Do I have a yellow? No, that's not a yellow. All right, we're gonna use the I Know That's Bright NYX Ultimate I Know That's Bright color palette. Yes, this is shimmery, but this is not the yellow that I had hoped for. So before I do that, also too, let me get I just cannot get a yellow stick to save my life here. I just cannot get a yellow shadow stick or a green one. Cannot get a good green one at all. I get them, but I don't get them. Let me see. Hold up. I think I got one down in here. Yeah, that's that about face one. Yeah. This is like a chartreuse, and it's not really what I'm looking for. I'm very close to the camera. I'm sorry. You can see my face very closely, but so I had to get a tool is what I was grabbing for. Let's put it back in our actual drawer. I saw somebody on Reddit had this cart too, and I was like, oh, that's my cart. So I'm not the only person who bought this and thought it's a good idea for me. Yay. All right, so we're gonna come in here. We're gonna use one of these two yellows. It's either that one or that one. It's one of the two. They seem to be the same. Well, one looks a little cooler, but I mean, it don't really matter at this point. Let's see if we can add a little yellow definition here so it is not as bright. Oh, that is having a formula conflict for sure. I might have to wipe this off and start over, because that does not like that yellow at all. It don't like that formula that I'm mixing with it at all. I mean, like, it's clumping up and doing weird stuff. Yeah. Let's see. Thinking, what can I do to take this off? Because if I spread it out, I can get rid of the clumps, but it's conflicting. It does not like this yellow at all. Colourpop's Shadowstix, as much as I love them, I've noticed they formula conflict in the collab ones. Which is kind of a problem. Yeah, they do not like. This does not like what I'm doing here. I got one other color I can use. This does not want to cooperate at all. It is very, very, very barely cooperating here. I mean, I wish y'all could see this. Now, on camera, it looks fine, but I promise you, up close and in person, this looks terrible. And I would not let this fly. I would take this off and start all over again. Let's see if I can grab some other color to help here. I can't believe Colourpop did that. And then on top of that, Mr. Jolteon is not the color that I need him to be. And this is what Robert Welsh was talking about with their collabs. Their collabs don't be great. Now, he said the powder palette was fine, but this stick does not want to play well with others, I can tell you that. And it didn't like that, whatchamacallit that I put with it. It did not like that base. It didn't like this eyeshadow base that I put with it from Sephora at all. It did not like that. It's not as bad on this eye that I'm doing right now because I am not rubbing it as hard to put on the color, the yellow powder color. But, and yes, generally if you're trying to put color on top of, if you're trying to put powder on top of their Shadowstix, it don't like that. It really wants you to do the powder first and then do the Shadowstix, which I would have done that had I known. And actually, don't even like you mixing those two. To be quite frank, it does not like you mixing a Shadowstix, which is a cream, with a powder. You're going to get this result. So be aware of that. Probably if I had put cream with cream, it would have been fine. But even then, sometimes them Shadowstix don't like to play well with others. And it really just depends if I got a if I had gotten another yellow cream stick, it would probably been fine. Alright, we at least kind of got the yellow to cooperate a little bit. We need to salvage it though. I mean, I just have very large yellow eyes right now. But thanks, Nyx. Nyx actually came through. Let me see. I got one in this one. And I'm going to put some shimmer on here. Alright, so in this one, this is the Ruby Kisses Mint Gum palette. We're going to put some yellow on. It's got a yellow in it. This palette's not bad. Yeah, it's formula conflicting on top of this thing here. Y'all can't really see that, but I can see the formula just clumping up because it don't like being mixed together. Which I don't blame it. Don't put no color in here with me. My man was bad. Alright, that's a little bit better. Because now I'm really mixing more powder with powder here. But yeah. And I got fallout on my side of my face. Trying to rescue this. So yeah, I bought a few things yesterday, makeup wise. Went to Barnes and Noble. Got a couple of books. I am about 2/3 through New Moon in the Twilight series, and so I've been working on finishing that. Gotten more back, more into reading again. I used to be a massive avid reader and just stopped reading. Because my spouse at the time did not particularly like me reading. Apparently, it took my attention away. So, can't have that. Can't have that. How dare you? So, how dare you not pay attention to me at all times? Even though I may not be paying attention to you at all times because, I'm the most important thing going on here. Yeah. It was like that. Okay. All right. That's what I'm doing here. All right. To salvage this and give it a little bit of sparkle, this I'm adding from the Nika K. It's probably the Nika K. Nika K New York Sahara Gold 15 color palette. And I'm using the very, very center shade that is a deep yellow gold. And it has some shimmer to it. Not as much shimmer as the one I was using yesterday, but it's shimmer enough. It will help here. But, it was very much not a good relationship. It was very abusive. And so, like I say, he ain't gotta beat you to be abusive. So, it was very much, I need to be center of attention, and how dare you? Because if you don't pay me attention, you must be interested in somebody else. And I'm going to use that as justification to be awful. So, very happy to be out of that. And somewhere better. And even if I had just been by myself, I would have been cool. I'd rather be by myself than be in that. So, yeah. But that's what I just used was this palette. I was trying to put it back, but then I realized I didn't show y'all the color. It was this palette, and I used this color. And that color is a very deep mustardy orange yellow with some shimmer to it. But yeah, super, super happy to be out of that foolishness every day. Because when you survive an abusive relationship like that with a known narcissist, yeah, you think you're lucky stars every day that, well, you're not in that foolishness anymore. I tried using this, and I'm not going to use that because that is pure glitter, and I do not want to do that. I was going to put some shimmer on here, but that's glitter. And I just got the majority of that glitter off my face. Because even though you're putting it on your eyes, you still get it everywhere. I'm trying to see if... I was trying to use that from the Sephora Mini Mix palette. That same thing. What? Alright. It's the same thing in the other one. I have two of these Sephora Mini Mix palettes. And your girl thought she was going to be cute and use it from one of them. No. So that's that one. And this one. And they have the same shimmery glitter thing in here. So I'm trying to do this and get her doing. And your girl cannot seem to get this going today. with a non-shimmer that won't get everywhere. I just want a shimmer shade. Let's see. Is that shimmer or is that matte? Well, it ain't gonna matter because no, that's a matte. Okay. I had to blow it because that's the one with all the darn black that gets everywhere. Find a shimmer. Alright, so the Ruby Kisses gemstone probably will be fine. See if we can do that one. I just need a good shimmer. Don't fail me. Okay. That's a little bit better. Okay. A little better. Just want a little bit of shimmer to it. A little bit metallic, but not a lot of metallic. Just a little bit. So, yeah. We are, very excited. Very excited to be away from that foolishness. So I got my books. I got New Moon. I did go on ahead and buy Eclipse and Breaking Dawn. And I got the illustrated guide because I like to know the lore. So I like a good lore explanation book. And that is what I got. I have one for the Vampire Chronicles with Anne Rice. Which is why I was like, I like that. So I will use that. I'm coming back and adding more to this eye because what I added was not equal. I added more over here than what I did on the original where I started. So, but, yeah, we did that. We, trying to think where else did we go. We didn't wind up going too many other places. Like I say, did not fool with Bath and Body Works because I couldn't get in there. And I wasn't driving across town to go to the other one. So your girl just did not go. Period. Point blank. Point blank. Because I couldn't get in there. Alright, so we're finished with that. Finally. That took way longer than what I wanted it to. But that helps to find that out. So what I will do is I will keep that in mind, that is more of like a shimmer to add this shimmer. That's aggravating to figure that part out. Now for the mascara, I've actually really been loving this. This is the Rimmel Lash Accelerator Endless Grow Lash Complex Plus Fibers. Now I don't know if this is mascara or primer or what. It can be used as both if I'm not mistaken. So I've been using it as a primer. This is in the shade 003 Extreme Black. I've been using it as a primer. But this thing pretty good. Now my lashes are also like pretty thick and full right now because I have been using the lash serum at night from Neutrogena, and they grow. It keeps them full, keeps them healthy. I also, take pretty good care about not rubbing them out and snatching them out. But it's been super helpful, and I'm very pleased. So I'm just applying this as the first coat. And then we'll apply other things. So as you can see them. On my left eye. Okay. So, and then we came home and we watched Svengoolie and House of Sven, because it was House of Sven this week, and very excited because it was House of Sven. I love Sven anyway in general, but I was very happy to see House of Svengoolie because I like to see my fave, Sarah Palmer. But also I like to see I do like the other characters. I really adore Imp. And I adore Nostalgia for Ratu. I very much adore them, and I think it's hilarious. So it'd be like the worst jokes. And they be tearing up the movies. But yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy it. And I do really like to see Sven. I know we're gonna have to accept that Sven is getting up in the age, and my man gonna retire at some point. So I don't know if I'm ready for that. I don't. I might actually dress as Sven for Halloween. I got a wig. The wig I got on is actually perfect, and for it, and I got a blazer. I think I had a red shirt, maybe. I think I got a red shirt. And then I have the necklace, and I just need a rubber chicken. I just need the rubber chicken, and I'll be fine. And then I'll send a picture in to let him know that I did it for the mail call. But yeah, I would love to meet Sven. But gotta go to Chicago, and I don't want to get on a plane. So yeah, I don't know. I might dress as Sven. Maybe. We'll see. I got a couple of Halloween ideas. Also while I was at Barnes and Noble, I got a blanket, and it's a Raven blanket, and I'm very excited. I am going to take that to work with me because and I'm waiting for when we move, because I gotta see what the temperature is like in the building. If it's gonna be like super cold in there, is it gonna be super hot? Like, what's the deal? So that I don't fry myself by taking a blanket and I don't need it. Now, in my current building where we are now, sometime when we be in that training room, I'm like, buddy, I need a blanket. I got to carry my I have a hooded sweater that my mom also had one, and I have another color of it, and I usually take a jacket so I can just wrap up in something while I'm sitting there, because it is cold in there. And I found that out the hard way my first week on the job. I was like, why is it so cold in here? So yeah, I have to do that. For my second coat, what I added here was the NYX On the Rise Volume Lift Scara. And this is in the shade black. So yeah, that helped. That helped a lot, I feel like. I think I might use some of this Rare Beauty. Give it some volume. But yeah, I'm waiting to see, but I'm planning which blanket I'm gonna take with me. I was thinking about taking my X-Men one that I got back here, but we'll see. But I saw that blanket yesterday, and I was like, ooh, that's cute. My late friend Mike Wilder would say, that's cute. So, yeah, I was thinking about it. But I saw that it's an orange Raven blanket, and they are very, 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 very cute on this thing. So we'll see. Then I also got some bookmarks because I need a bookmark. I needed a bookmark, so I got two. Just if I decide to simultaneously read another book, which I probably won't. But as y'all can see, the lashes are. So that's good. All right, let's turn our attention now to the face, because my primer is dry and settled into the skin. As you can see, the skin is fairly clear. I have a mark here little fading ones down here, a little bit of hyperpigmentation right there, but a little bit of something going on, but nothing massive. So my skin is fairly clear right now. Yeah, fairly clear. For how much makeup I wear, it is fantastically clear. So I'm not complaining. But I've been doing my skincare, and I was gonna do an episode where I did my skincare, and I didn't. Instead of showing you guys me doing a look, I was gonna do my skincare routine, full skincare routine, and show y'all that. But I was like, I'll just do a regular one. Maybe I may do that for like next year when we get started for the new season. So maybe I'll do that. All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna use. This is the Makeup Revolution Super Dewy Cushion Foundation. I want to see what they're doing with this cushion, and also I want to see about my Super Dewy here, how this is gonna work, and also what if I did the shade right. But also we're gonna use, to keep it together, we're gonna use the Makeup Revolution Skin Silk Under Eye Brightener and Concealer in the shade Dark Orange. So I've had this for a long time, but I'm gonna go ahead and add it. It works very well because it's an orange color corrector for me. Orange color corrector works very well for me. This is how I discovered this. I bought this and I was like, man, this says use the orange one. I don't know if this is gonna work. And so I got home and I tried it. And I can't remember if it was before or after I started doing videos, but for my channel here, but I discovered that the orange color corrector, as you can see, mirrors brown for me. So it appears brown, and that's why this works for me. Otherwise, it would not work. But we're going to use the cushioning foundation. They give you a little cushion. It is much like the Tier cushion, as you can see. And then you open it up. It's got a little release on the latch. You open it up. This is where the little thing goes right here to rest. It has a mirror. And then you have on the other side of the little holder. Of course, it won't come out because I'm trying to grab it quickly. What is going on? There we go. It's very much exactly like Tears. You take the little plastic off, and now you have your foundation. And you take your little thing and you pat. You not rub, you pat. Think of it as like setting powder. Because I had to pay attention. See, I got foundation on here. And then we just pat. Oh, that's a perfect match. That is a perfect match, pretty much. Now, I shouldn't have to use something after this to blend this, but I might. It's a little dark on me. It's a little dark, but it's cool. Because that peach color corrector is probably going to bring it right on back up to the normal shade. It's a little dark. But I think I'm going to still blend this out with a brush or a sponge of some kind. Because this is a little, feels like it's a little heavy-handed. The Tier one is a perfect match in color for me. I do not have to fool with color matching and covering things. But yeah, this is a little dark. A little dark. It's very, very dark. look like I have a tan on my face. I got a little excess on here too. As you can see now it's not covering that spot, but I can cover it's almost covered. And note that I put on my foundation second. So that I didn't mix it. It's very brown on my face. And because I didn't really hit the edges or anything, it looks like I have a mask on. Got on a mask. It looks kind of crazy. Like I went outside and went to sleep and then forgot that I was outside. All right. So that there is done, but I am definitely going to buff this a little bit. I'm using the Juvia's Place J302 brush. With the Tier, I generally do not buff after I do this, because don't need to. Okay. But this, I feel like it was very, very, very heavy when I put it on. It wasn't a very light, even though I did it, I felt like I was doing it light. This is not a light application. So, all right, let's blend her out underneath my eye and then see if we can brighten her up a little bit. Brighten my entire face up, but notice that blended right in. So yeah, maybe that is a little too dark for me, but I can make it work. I can just brighten it up a little bit, and or by the next shade up. But this is the thing. Their dark is too dark for me, but their light is probably not the right light for me. Like, it's not gonna, their next shade up is probably not the right shade for me. All right, so we're good there with the under eye. I gotta get a little, clean it up just a tad. We got her. See if we can blend into the edges here. Come down and blend a little bit more. Okay. We're good. Okay. So, yeah, I look like I have entirely too dark makeup. So, let's put on some blush next. This is, and I got some glitter on my face, but I really don't want to move it. This is the Essence Soft Touch Bouncy Blush in the shade Electric Peony. So, this may or may not show up because this is so dark on my face. So, let's see if I can find my brush. That's kind of hiding it. It's kind of masking it, but it's there. Is there? And I do like this Essence Soft Touch Bouncy Blush. I have several shades of this, and it is very, very good. Okay. Now, because I'm not going to put a ton on, because I'm going to wind up wearing powder blush, because this is very dark. So, see if I can bounce that in a little bit better. All right. Now, let us take this off of here. Let's do a little something with this, with setting this. So I'm going to set this with the Makeup Revolution peach baking powder. Now y'all know I have the deep dark baking powder and it is too dark. That's how I know that their stuff trends too dark for me in the deeper end of things. Oh, okay, that pops off like that. Oh, this has a little thing to, oh, okay. All right. It has a little tiny lid on the inside of the lid. All right, so see this little lid here that closes over the top so that you don't get powder everywhere when it's closed. And then you just pop it. And then it's got the little holes down here. And this just twists off. So let us get, I need a thing to put this in. This is why I keep my little tins in here. Keep little tins for this reason. I do in fact keep tins in here for this reason. Let's see if I can get it out of here. That would be helpful, because I have one that is for powder and one is for thing, but okay. So let's just start with a little bit and then we'll go from there. All right. So I have put a little bit in this tin. That's what the white powder here is. And then I need a little Powerpuff triangle that is not super brown right now. And I may not have one. Okay, I can use the Sephora one. I have a little tiny Sephora one. So let's use that. I would smooth this down, but I think we probably, maybe, okay. Let me do a little bit like that. Oh, Jesus. That's too much. It's too much. That is so much on my face. Well, we wanted to brighten it up. So here we are. That is entirely too much. Now I got a white sheen all on my face. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and do this number right here, because that is entirely too much over there. I mean, that's too much. I could use that whole thing to do my whole face, and I would still probably not have enough taken off. So definitely we have to smooth it out and do that. Because you see, once I got up here to my forehead, I done used up enough of it that it was fine. I'm going to fix that in just a second. I know you aren't supposed to really smooth it, but if my hair would please move. Because why are you in my face right now? Like, what? Okay. I'm just trying to do this. It does not want to cooperate. My hair does not want to cooperate. Matter of fact, let me get a bigger one. Since I have now put too much on, let me get a bigger one that is being used. Take this, because now my face is still too bright over there. It's too much over there. Entirely too much, but alright. Now I probably need a deep dark to do this. It would be fine if I hadn't mixed too much and done too much. I look ghostly white on that side of my face. Ghostly white. Jeez. But this is why we do this, is to test things out, figure out how things work for us. I'm going to use some deeper dark powder, and I got just the thing that'll fix it. So I have some I have some powder. Actually, I may not even need to use this because I actually see I have some residue powder in here. Yeah. Okay. I have some residue powder in here, and that will take it down. This is their deep dark. So if I mix that, that'll help take out the ghostly white that I just added to myself. I say I like the powder, it's just it's too dark for me, and that is still too dark. Like my face is still not light enough from how dark it was with the thing. So there is that, but that's at least fixed now, where it's not entirely too bright. All right, let's take some of their, we're going to try this again. Take some of their peach and do. All right, now see, that's normal. That should be a normal color. Okay, I'm still entirely too dark, but this is what happens when you fix it. At least up to a normal, kind of semi-normal shade. Now it just looks like I got a ton of blush over here, but not a whole lot over there, which is fine because we'll make that work. And I mean, this is some thick up powder too. It's brightening all right. Just not for my skin tone. And for y'all's own foundation. Because Lord, that foundation was dark for me. I really wish my hair would cooperate. It was doing just fine. Okay. All right, so now that we have fixed our problem somewhat, and now I've added so much glitter to my face. It's so much glitter. Now we can add our powder blush. Powder blush is the L'Oreal Infallible Fresh Wear. This is their blush, and it's in the shade 10 Confident Pink. This is new. This is helping with Full Face Darling, which is why I bought it. So, here's that. Oh, what is that? Oh, that's a mirror up underneath. Okay, so when I opened it all the way, and as you can see, mirror. You can see my stuff. But the top part is the actual blush. So, that's this. All right, let's dig into her, see what she got. That's pigmented. It's showing up for me. I definitely have glitter everywhere now. Again. I got rid of all of that glitter previously. But this is showing up very well for me, and I'm very pleased with this. It's a nice little wash of pink color showing up here. Now I also look like I have on a ton of blush. I really don't, but it looks like I do. because when I do like that, it's all up here, which I didn't want it to be. Just wanted it to be right there. All right. Let's dust that off. This is the e.l.f. Kabuki brush. It is, despite being e.l.f., it is infinitely helpful, which my husband asked too. He was like, I'm surprised e.l.f. is still in business. He was like, how are they still in business? I'm like, I wouldn't know because I don't buy e.l.f. I wouldn't know. People use e.l.f. and more power to you if that's what you want to do, but I don't want to use e.l.f. And so I don't. Not anymore. Alright, so now we're going to use, to do the under eye, this is the L'Oreal Hot Precision Liquid Eyeliner. And again, there they go with that big old R up there, even though they are not Revlon. Because you can swear that R a bit Revlon. It doesn't. It's very precise because this is a very tiny, slim pen. Okay. Okay. Under eye is done. Not bad. We kind of salvaged it. We kind of salvaged it. Now my other solution to the problem, if I had put too much up here, is this Kaduna. This is the Juvia's Place powder foundation. And it is very good. I like it. It is my shade and it is my skin tone. This actually looks normal now. Get this, brush off some of this glitter that I managed to reapply to my face because of the pad I was using to, the triangle pad I was using to do this with. So I'm definitely not using glitter today. Yeah, this looks semi-normal now. Well, the blush turned out okay. It's still a little too much up here, but maybe I can darken it down. Because the way to fix that is to darken it down with a darker setting powder. See, it's not too much up there. It's just up here. I got a little heavy-handed up there. And it's fine. I'm not going anywhere. I'm just literally at the house doing this. But events wise, trying to think what we got going on. Husband said he may or may not want to go to wrestling next month for his birthday. I was like, please decide, because I need to make the purchase of the tickets. My guy, I really need to make the purchase of those tickets. So I'm like, listen, I don't care. Wrestling is wrestling. I'll go watch the newbies and see what they got going on, because I want to see. Okay, I saw them in action when they were, early on. So let me see what they got going on with when they make the come up to the main roster. And I'm cool with that. So yeah, I do like that L'Oreal blush though. That's nice. That is nicely pigmented. All right, so let's talk about these lips now that we are finished with the face and the eyes. Now for the lips, I'm gonna use a tan brownish lipstick today. I'm gonna go for a nude since I'm wearing yellow on the eyes. So I'm lining with the Comfort Liner lip liner, 8-hour matte Comfort lip liner in a brown from Essence. And let's see if I can find the actual color. I may not have the actual color on here. I don't think the actual color is on here. Yeah, I don't remember what this one is. Oh, I have it on the lid. My bad. This is 01 Cinnamon Spice. Usually they have it on the pencil, and that's why I was looking. It's on the lid here, as y'all can see. That's where that little sticker is, where my thumb is. So, yeah, I was like, figure it out, please. But we also have family event the day before, it turns out. So, if you don't want to go to that, then I guess we'll stay overnight. Because family event is on Saturday. And wrestling is on Friday night. So, I was like, I would like to go to something. Now if we don't go and we stay overnight, it's in Spartanburg, so we'll try to go to this place that we keep going past every time we go to Spartanburg. We stay across the street from it, and I'm like, Bo, I want to go to this thing. I want to go to this restaurant and try it. And he's like, okay, we'll go the next time we come up, and then we don't go. So if we stay overnight, we'll be able to go. Then I'll have time to be able to do my weekly episode that Saturday, which will be for the family event, my makeup for the family event. I go ahead and tell you now, I will be wearing blue. And so I will be wearing blue. So that's why I was like, maybe we should stay overnight. But if we go to wrestling, we're not going to stay overnight. We would get up and drive the next morning. So for the lipstick here, this is the Essence Blur Soufflé Matte Lip Cream in the shade 05 Crush Hour. This is actually really, really nice. And I like this. I like what they're doing like this. With the Blur lip cream. And I usually don't like a lip cream. I have two. One from NYX and one from Colourpop. And that's how I discovered I didn't like them. Because they're not transfer proof. However, I may revisit those. This is more pinkish. Like I say, these very much immediately remind me of the Superstate Teddy Tint. This really isn't a nude. This is more, for me, it's kind of a nude. Because my lips are kind of this pink color. Kind of. And this one is a brand new one. This is a new shade that I didn't already have. I'm going to see if I can pull this color down a little bit. This is O2 Spice Filter. So I want to see if I can do something with the color. Bring it more to closer to a brown nude. But yeah, for me this is kind of a nude color. But I like them. They're decent. They feel very good on my lips. And it's very much reminiscent of the Maybelline Superstate Teddy Tint. So, that it didn't really overtake the paint. It's there, but it didn't overtake the paint as I had hoped it would. Now, in order to get it down, there is a way to get it down. We can make it work. make it do what I want it to do. So we can add the NYX Fat Matte Liquid Lipstick. Matte Smooth Color Lipstick. Their liquid lipstick is, of course, the lipstick lingerie that I love so much. That is transfer proof. This is the one where you have to click it to pop it up. And this is a new shade for me. It has never been used. Alright. Okay, that is very, very nude. And that overtook that pink. I mean, you can see the pink in there still, but it's more brown pink than pink. Than, like, say, a reddish pink or a mauve pink. I like that. I think that turned out nicely. Okay. And then I'm going to add a little NYX lip liner. I'm going to add to that lip liner I already put on. Not really doing a whole lot at first glance. And actually, come here. I got something I can blot with. I do have another rag here. Okay. And doing this brown. This is the NYX a retractable lip liner in the shade Coca. And I like that. That gave me a little bit of definition where the other one took it away, kind of. Okay. Add a little bit more there because I had to, it was above my line of my lip, and I was like, I didn't want you up there. But all right. So yeah, I think I like how that turned out with this pink. All right, so now we're ready to set with spray. Now for the setting spray, I just opened this up finally, and you all know I'd heard very good things about this, and I was very excited when they joined the kit. This is the One Size Waterproof Until Dawn Mattifying Waterproof Setting Spray. And I have the little mini can, not the big giant one. The little mini can was $18, and I was like, bro, this is expensive. But I heard good things about this, so I'll try it. So I tried it the other day, and it was fine. It was fine. So, like I say, I'll use this and see again. So here goes. So I don't have to do Mr. Sweetful to do what to actually like lock it down and dry it. It is like it's like the L'Oreal Infallible in that the 3-second setting mist, and the Juvia's Place one. It sets on its own. It dries down immediately and sets. So I don't have to do that. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the completed look. So, like I say, I finished. I was at the end of the week for my training of my trainee, my new person. Very excited. I really think this is gonna go well. And I really like working with her, and she's a sweetie. So I think that turned out really well. So I'm excited. So now I will be back to my normal regular schedule So I may or may not do some makeup stuff on Wednesday, just because I'm home during that time, and now, and I will be back to being able to finish my working and just come in here and do makeup if I really want to. So yeah, very excited about that. So as you can see, this is what it looks like with this hair down. His hair is still cute, still popping. Still popping. But yeah, I like how this turned out with the yellow. Once we rescued that yellow, but yeah, I'm very pleased with the end result here, and the pink blush and the nudish pink lipstick. I'm pleased with that. So this is the completed look, and it turned out nicely. So I want to thank you for watching. Thanks for coming in and sitting here and listening to me talk about makeup and life. I have several series going, and we are steadily producing content. We are getting to now we're starting to get into cooler temperatures, so we'll start doing a little bit more burgundy looks, some deeper fall colors. Hopefully it starts cooling off soon, because the summer has been rough because it's been hot outside and melts up my makeup. So we'll see how well that goes, and when we can start pulling in our fall colors and fall clothing. Here in Columbia, it doesn't really cool off until about October. So that's why I'm like, all right, we need to figure out what we're going to do for going for your birthday, but for husband's birthday. And I'm like, we need to figure that out, but also I got to figure out my wardrobe, because some things I can still wear up until about October, and then some things I'm like, yeah, no, probably not. So we'll see. So I want to thank you for watching. Come back in and watch more of my videos later. Like, share, and subscribe. Comment. Let me know what you think. I read each and every comment, and I'm very, very thankful for our subscribers. We are at 30 subscribers now. Super excited. Thanks for the support. Thank you. We're on our way. We've gotten started. So come back and watch more of my videos later. Peace.